Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7th. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat. For the first down.
Settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The numbers a week ago for Kupp: 8 catches, 109 yards.
And how about the first month that he's had? Leads the league in receiving, making all the big catches, and becoming a bona fide #1 guy for his team.
They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft. Out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Lance.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 16 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Down to about the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 35. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 28. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Gets around him. First down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Lance on the option right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Lance. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They try to swing it on left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Lance now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Gould is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The sack by Jordan Willis. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And Lance again going to keep it. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a great run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. Down to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And Lance going to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, that's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Stafford. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Throwing again on second down. Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He'll look to Williams to begin things.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Lance looking to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The kick by Gold is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
The drive will start with an option going left.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Holding offense.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Able to slither by. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. Gay's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Lance now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. Tackle made there by Trey Howard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Partner, find me a star more on the rise than Deebo Samuel after last season. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner. This man does it all for the San Francisco 49ers. Ranked 3rd in the league in all-purpose yardage and deservedly made first-team All-Pro. Building on that with a first down here.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The kick by Gold is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
From the 27, Stafford. Open man right side is cut, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Stafford finding Jefferson there. First down, L.A.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. The busy night continues for Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This one fielded at the 5. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield, here's Lance. Dancing to his left. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again. but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the option right is Lance.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lance.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And Lance now to throw.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Throwing is Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Second down and 3. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Niners set to take over on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Now Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Lance now on first down. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
The Lance going to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 13. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
On first down, it's Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing again is Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And Lance again going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 7, 2:15 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Stafford on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.